Hi everyone. This is the Ting unit, and as you can see, it goes green, red, green, red, green, red. I had an electrician come out yesterday and actually, to check all the electrical stuff. I did have, this is not where the Ting was initially plugged in at. It was in a different spot. But this particular outlet, I couldn't use because a prong actually broke off into, I don't know, one of the little slots years ago. And so I always had tape over this outlet so that no one would use it. And then there was one other outlet that the electrician checked where the top one worked, but then the bottom, plug, it was indicating that there was, that it wasn't working. It wasn't a fire hazard. It's just the bottom one wasn't working on this other outlet. The particular outlet that the Ting was plugged into, it checked out fine. It was fine. There was no fire hazard in the house per this unit. I cannot reset it. I have tried. This unit, in my opinion, well, first of all, if it worked the way it's supposed to work, it should not be blinking red, green, red, green, red, green, which indicates a possible fire hazard. And yet, I had an electrician out yesterday, and he tested everything. He did tighten the connections in the main breaker box. But other than that, other than me having him replace this particular outlet, because like I said, a prong had broken off in one of them many years ago, way before Ting came along. And then another outlet in the house where this one was working, but this one, it wasn't working. But it was not a fire hazard either. So my own personal experience, I do not trust this unit. I do not trust the company. This unit, if it worked, it should not be blinking red, green, red, green, red, green. It should be a solid green. So that's my experience. This was, I got this Ting through my homeowner's insurance, and I do have a call into them that I want this canceled. Now that I have, the information from an electrician, this is getting canceled. So I looked at reviews on the internet, here, there, and everywhere. And there are homeowners that feel, safe having this unit. my experience says otherwise. The reviews that I read by electricians, like I said, just kind of scattered, on the internet. Electricians have a different opinion of this. So I'm just providing my own personal experience. Anyone that wants to go with Ting, go with Ting. You feel safe? Go with Ting. Me personally, like I said, I am canceling this. Before I got the electrician out, I told the company I wanted a new one of these units, and they refused because they absolutely 100% believed that there was a fire hazard in my house. And my electrician has proven otherwise. So, yeah, this particular company, yeah, I really didn't care to, it wasn't an enjoyable or productive many phone calls with them. So again, this is just my experience with this unit and reading reviews and having an electrician come out and check my house for $200 just to check my house. Only to be, only to have it determined that there's no fire hazard, no electrical fire hazard in my house, when this thing said differently. So, again, my experience, everyone has different experiences. Like I said, they would not replace this with a different one. And maybe if they had, things would have turned out differently, but they refused. And so this is where we're at. This is where I'm at. I'm going to leave it at that. And this is my review of the Ting Fire Unit, Fire Prevention Unit, whatever they call it. But this is my own personal experience review. You guys do what makes you comfortable and what makes you feel safe. So that's it. Signing off. This is, I don't know what this is. Thursday, June 19th, 2026, I believe is the date. Yeah, and please disregard this, like I said, on the other outlet, because, a prong was broke off in it. Obviously, I did not want anything to happen to anyone, going to plug something in. So this, so it was, that's just tape that removes some of the paint. So this is nothing, don't freak out. Yeah, I gotta find paint that matches this color. But anyway, so again, this is only my experience and my review. Okay, so thank you, everyone.